In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did to be able to take off one day from studying every week in nursing school in the hopes that you can do something similar in your life as well, because I think it is totally worth it, my friend, to take a break every week. Let's talk about it. So as I was thinking this morning, how in the world did I take one day off every week in nursing school? And I was thinking, it is literally this. It is 5:14 in the morning right now, and I am here recording YouTube. This is how I did this, working so hard. I seriously believe that taking a day off every single week is the best rhythm, the best cadence for your life. So a little background, if you are new to our channel, Matthew and I, our family, we are Sabbath keeping Christians. So we do keep a traditional Sabbath day, Friday night sundown to Saturday night sundown. Nothing. No work, no studying, no technology, nothing. That is our family time to be together as a family. So we don't do anything on Saturdays. And I knew that going into nursing school. That is very important for our family. And I think that that is so important for everyone to kind of get in that rhythm, to take a break every week. God said 6 days you shall work, rest on the Sabbath day. There's a reason for that. So we do take a day off every single week. And that, my friend, has been the biggest blessing, especially through nursing school. Because as you know, nursing school it's go, 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 right? All the time, so much drama, so much studying, so much stress and overwhelm and confusion all the time. It's nice to be able to step back for a day and take a breather, because you need that. You cannot just keep keeping on, really go, 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 go all the time. Like, you cannot be 120% all of the time. That is not how we were designed. That is not how the world works. Like, maybe short stints, sure, you can be in a season where you are more highly productive, more highly on point, but then you need to take a break, right? So we really like this rhythm that God set forth, right? The weekly, taking a break every Sabbath. That is what works the best for us. So I knew that going into nursing school, that was the plan, and that is how we structured our life. So like I said, when I was sitting down to record this video, it's so funny because it's literally, I was up at 4:30 this morning. It is now 5:17, and this is what it takes. Like, people ask me all the time, well, how do you pass nursing school? How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you, build this business? How do you, all these things? This is what it takes, my friend. If you want something enough, you will make it happen, and you need to make it happen, right? You find it, you find that energy, you find the ability to keep going and do what God has called you to do. So if you know that you want to be the best nurse that God created you to be, right? That requires you to go all in on yourself, all in on accomplishing that dream, accomplishing that goal. And, getting up in the morning early, before the sun rises, before everyone else in your household is up, that might be what it takes. Staying up late, studying, especially if you have little children at home, we do too. I totally get it. It is tough to fit everything in during the day. So if you have to wake up early, stay up late, if that's what it takes, so worth it, my friend. You can absolutely do it. And I think having that mindset is a little bit different than everyone else in the world. So if you have that mindset, that is going to set you apart so much, and take you so much further, because you're not going to give up. You are not going to make excuses for, oh, this is so hard and da 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 da. And I'm not saying that I don't have bad days. I certainly do. I have days where I just don't want to do anything, but you still do it anyway, right? Because we're not making excuses here. That is not what we do. We are all for what we want to accomplish and what we want to do, and what, we know what God has called us to do. We are going to do it. That's it. So that takes a lot, right? That takes a lot of work a lot of work. So that is really the first thing, is just kind of that never give up attitude, that you are going to do whatever it takes to make this happen, to allow you to pass nursing school, and also keep your sanity as well, taking a day off every week. So I worked my butt off during the week so that I could take Saturdays off every week. You plan for Saturday. I knew that that was coming. Okay, I need to get all my stuff done before that, because Saturday's nothing, right? You have to make sure that you're willing to put in the work to make that happen. There's that funny principle people talk about all the time. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're studying, whatever care plans you have to write, whatever papers you have to write, whatever, it's going to take you the amount of time that you give yourself. So, if your instructor gives you 5 weeks to write a research paper, it's due like halfway through the term, but you give yourself 2 weeks, you will get it done in 2 weeks, my friend. You don't need to wait the 5 weeks. If you give yourself a certain number of hours to study for an exam, you are going to get it done in that amount of time. If your instructor has given you an extended period of time, or if you have an extended time before the exam, which never happens, right? Your study time will really eke into all that time. You will procrastinate, you will put it off, right? So making sure that you are all in on this, right? That you recommit yourself and say, no, I'm gonna get this done. Like, no excuses. We're gonna do this because I'm gonna take Saturday off. Like, I'm gonna take a day off every week. I know what I need to get done. And that's just how it is. Now, I already mentioned this a little bit just now, but really having the goal of taking a day off a week really helps. Like, you have to make that plan. You can't just go through the week and say, get to the end of the week and say, I want to take a day off, because here's what's going to happen. You are going to realize that by not planning for it, you also didn't prepare for it. Okay, you have, you probably have still a lot of things to study, or a lot of things to do, or things already scheduled on the weekend. So it's better if you make a plan beforehand. Okay, so before, like Sunday, or, the week before, say, okay, next week I'm going to take, whatever day off, XYZ day off. Let's just say it's Saturday because that's easier for me. Saturday, I'm going to take Saturday off. And then you go through your entire week knowing that you're going to take Saturday off. You're like, I have to get this stuff done because I'm going to take Saturday off. Like, that is the goal, right? So you really have to go in with a plan, or else it really will not work. Because you will, just like we just talked about, it's like it will eke, right? Eke, I like that word. All your studying will really eke throughout the week. You will procrastinate, you will put things off. Whereas, right now, if you have this goal in mind, I'm gonna take Saturday off, then you're gonna go all in on that, right? You're gonna wake up early, you're gonna stay up late, you're gonna get it done, and then you are going to be able to take that day off. Does that make sense? You can't just get to the end of the week and say, oh, well, I'd really like to take Saturday off, but now I have a ton of things to do because I didn't plan for it. So you've got to plan for it. That is so, so important. Now, another thing that I did really well, and I think honestly I did a lot better than a lot of other students, is focusing on what actually matters when you study. If you try to read everything in the textbook, you guys, if you try to read, all the things that are assigned to you, if you try to do all of the things and all of the things and all the things, no, friend, you are not going to have enough time. Like, that is just simply how it is. Like, you cannot, I know I've got textbooks behind me, you cannot read all those textbooks and expect to have, time to process the information, time to think, and especially, no, there's not going to be any time to take a break, right? There's just too much. So you have to make sure that you are paring your studying down to the things that are the most important for you to know. The key to this, so we talk a lot about this inside our NursingSOS membership community. We walk you through the step-by-step process for exactly how to do that. One of the keys, though, if you're not a NursingSOS member, if you are a NursingSOS member, definitely check the course out. If you are not, the key that you need to know, that's probably the one of the most important for you to know is that you need to focus on studying the things that your instructor talk about in class, okay? Because that is what they are most likely to be testing you on. The things that your instructor talks about in class are the things that they believe are the most important things for you to know, which is going to be, well, really ultimately, the most important things for you to know. And so what they outline in class is most likely what is going to show up on your exams. So that is what we recommend that you focus your study time in. Now, I know that there is a lot of, hey, Christina, what do I do if my instructor doesn't teach? What if we're in ATI or HESI or, 1,000 other things? And all of that we do talk about inside our NursingSOS membership community. So if you're a NursingSOS member, definitely check that out. I mean, it is fabulous, all the resources we have in there for you, walking you through exactly how to study based on all of those situations, HESI, ATI, what to do if my instructor doesn't teach, what if it's just group work, what if it's just case studies, during class, totally. We talk about all of that inside the community. But friend, the key is to really try to focus on learning the things that your instructors talk about in class. Like that is going to save you so much time. If you want to take a day off every single week in nursing school, you have to make sure that you are studying smarter, not harder. I know you've heard that phrase 1,000 times, but really what that means is that you are only focusing on the things that matter, right? We want to focus on the things that matter. We don't want to waste time knowing everything about everything. Not possible. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. You are never going to know everything. I've been a nurse for years. I do not know everything, certainly far from it. You are not going to know everything, and that's okay, right? You're here to learn. You're here in nursing school to learn. You have to make sure that you are studying smarter, focusing on the things that matter, and that you're not just putting in 1,000 hours every week. There's not even 1,000 hours in a week. I know, I'm exaggerating. You will just want to make sure that you're not studying all the time, just because, that there's no point in that. If you are studying constantly, you are going to hit a wall, my friend. You are going to burn out. That's why this cadence, this rhythm of life of taking Saturdays off, taking a day off every week works. I mean, come on. The God of the universe created it this way. So let's take a day off, my friend. It is totally possible. You can take a day off, but you have to get in that rhythm. If you are trying to know everything about everything, you're going to run out of time. You can't do it. That's just the reality. You cannot know everything. You cannot do everything and also take a day off every week. So you have to make sure that you're paring your study time down. Now, of course, if you have questions about that, if you are sitting here thinking, well, Christina, I have so much to study. I have so many things that I have to know. I don't know how to do this. I get it. I gotcha, man. That's why we created our NursingSOS membership community. That's why we have it for you. I created this amazing resource for you where literally we walk you through step by step how to study. We walk you through step by step everything you have to know to pass your exams. Did you know that? We teach you cardiac, we teach you respiratory, we teach you renal, we teach you OB and mental health and pediatrics. We teach it all inside that community for you. So if you are sitting in class thinking this is way too much for me, I cannot learn this all by myself, I got you. Get inside the community, okay? Enrollment opens again soon. Definitely get on the wait list, the VIP wait list to join when enrollment opens. I'm going to email you right when it opens. So make sure to get on that wait list. You are going to love it, my friend. There's nothing else to say. Get in there. It's going to help you so much. And if you're serious about taking a day off every single week, you cannot miss this. That's just, you cannot miss that. It's going to help you so much. If you want to take a day off every single week in nursing school, which is totally possible, I highly encourage you to join the community because we are going to cut your study time down. You are not going to have to, learn it all by yourself. We are here to walk you through it, which will save you time and allow you to take a day off every week. Now, if you are sitting in class every single day in nursing school and you're like, I don't even know what's happening right now, and you're trying to follow advice, right? You're trying to study the things that your instructors talk about in class, but the key is you actually have to know what they're talking about in class, right? You have to take good notes. That is so important. how to take good notes in class. So I walk you through all of that in this video, how to take effective notes in class so that you can save time studying. So check that video out. And my friend, go become the nurse that God created only you to be. And I'll see you next time on the Nursing School Show. Take care. Bye.